are going to have a new QFit schedule that is starting up in 2025. So the last day of classes this year is going to be on December 13th, which is next Friday. So we only have about a week left of classes. After that, we're going to have a new schedule that goes out in 2025, and you should all already be registered for QFit classes since you are on here right now. And so that means you won't have to worry about re-registering for any classes. You'll automatically get the invites in 2025, and you can accept or decline those as they come in. All right, let's get this off the screen and then we will get started. All right. Okay, so we're going to do pretty much just a full body morning flow as we get going today. So we're going to start out with just some side bends. Going to go ahead and have you reach your arms up towards the sky, pull those shoulders up towards your ears, and then from here, we're going to bend to the left and then bend to the right. Try to keep the glutes active and keep those hips pointing forward. We're trying to get a lot of this movement coming from our torso, getting a little bit of a stretch, maybe in the lats, underneath the armpits, maybe down into your ribs with those intercostal muscles. We're not doing a lot of hip movement per se, mostly torso. And then I'm just slowly alternating back and forth, left and right. One more big reach up towards the sky. And relax. All right, next up, let's go ahead and do a forward fold. So I've got my feet about hip width apart, and then I'm just going to slowly walk my way down my legs, feeling that upper spine, tucking that chin down. Feel the mid back start to curve. Feel the low back start to bend forward. Nice job. We're going to hang here for a few seconds. If at any point you start to feel the blood rush to your head at all, you can come back up, reset, and then go back down into it. Good job. Just allow gravity to allow those arms to hang. Let those shoulders fall forward. Great job. Now go ahead and take those knees and straighten them out. Pull those knees back. Now we're going to get a nice pull in the hamstrings. Hold that for a few seconds. Great job. Go ahead, walk your way back up. Make sure that back is aligned. All right, we're going to go back down into our fold one more time. What we're going to do this time, go ahead, reach down towards your toes until you're touching your toes. You can have a bend in your knees. Once you're touching your toes, I'm going to have you completely straighten out your left leg and then alternate. Completely straighten out your right leg and alternate. Doing some elephant walk stretches. Alternating, straightening out the left and then the right. Great way to continue loosening up those hamstrings. Nice job. Let's get a couple more in. All right, and then go ahead and come back up. Now from here, we're going to stand up straight, tighten your core, and then from here, we're going to get a few spinal twists. So we're keeping our hips pointed forward, we're keeping our core tight, and we're just in a nice and controlled manner, twisting that torso. And I'm keeping that core engaged because if we loosen up the core, then in those twists, you're going to get a lot of twisting in the lower back. We want that lower back to be stable. So keep that core tight. A lot of that movement we want coming from our mid back. Great job. All right. Next up, let's go into a wide stance. Now from here, just slowly shift your hips towards the right, return to center, shift your hips towards the left. And we're just going to alternate right to left. And you don't have to focus on going into like a full side lunge. We're really trying to stretch out those inner thighs. And so really you can just focus on driving your hips down to the right, driving your hips down to the left. And you'll realize you really don't even have to do any squatting motion really if you just focus on shifting that hip placement. Great job. All right, go ahead, fall forwards towards the floor. I'm going to walk my hands over to my right foot. Right hand is touching my right foot. And then I'm going to rotate, pulling that left arm up, reaching towards the sky, and return. And then rotate, pull that left arm up, reach towards the sky, and return. Let's go one more time. Great job. Go ahead and walk your way over to the left. I've got my left hand on my left foot. Now I'm going to rotate up, reach my right hand towards the sky, and return. Repeat again. Turn. One more time. And return. Very nice job. You can go ahead and walk yourself back up. All right. Next up, we're going to do a standing cat stretch. So from here, going to have you bring your arms out straight in front of your chest. And then take one big, deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck your chin, drive your shoulders forward, stretch out as big as you can. Inhale as you return to your starting position. We're just going to do a couple of these. Following your breath. Exhale as you stretch forward, putting a bit of a rounding in that mid back. Very nice. Let's do one more. All right, great job. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick quad stretch. So we're standing upright. I'm going to reach down, grab my left foot or ankle, whatever's easiest for you to grab a hold of. And then from here, I'm just going to hold. Got a nice stretch in the quad. If you need help with your balance for this, then you can do this leaning up against the wall. You can grab onto a chair or a desk, whatever you have nearby to help you with balance. I like to try to balance myself on this so I can just continue to get better at that. But if you find yourself like falling over, having to readjust every few seconds, then go ahead and just grab onto something. That way you can really focus on the stretch. I'm going to go ahead and shift to our right leg. So I started out with my left. Now I'm going for my right. Holding this for a few seconds, allowing a pretty big muscle to have time to stretch out, to lengthen. As you stretch it out, you want to make sure that you are completely relaxing that leg. So you don't want to be contracting the muscle, fighting the stretch. Just want to tell that leg to completely relax. Very nice job. All right, the last stretch that we're going to do today is a standing hip flexor stretch. I'm going to go into a staggered stance, right foot in front. And now from here, I want you to squeeze your glutes and then drive your hips forward. I'm keeping my back leg straight and I'm driving my hips forward. You're going to get a nice stretch on the left side of your hip flexors, especially if you focus on squeezing your glutes as tight as you can. That's going to put a bigger stretch on those muscles on the opposite side. You want to go deeper, take that left arm, raise it overhead. Right, let's switch sides. I'm going stagger stance, left foot in front, squeezing my glutes, driving my hips forward. Keeping an upright torso so I'm not leaning forward into it. Keep those glutes tight. You want to go deeper? Raise that right arm overhead. And relax. Very nice job, guys. That is all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. See you all next time.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.